Mentors, experienced investors will be the greatest assets.
Yeah, I think that we're kind of taught in England to work hard, and it's almost like culturally wrong to ask for help. And I think that at Progressive we champion the community and reaching out to people who've been there before, people who've blazed the trail. You know, like Mark was sort of an accidental mentor of mine. When I met him, it wasn't like a plan. He was going to be my mentor and all that kind of thing. But he was far ahead of me. But we were a similar age and we had similar interests. But he was sort of a mentor of mine in that he'd got a lot more property and more experience in business. And the company that he helped me get a job in, the first property company we worked for before Progressive, he'd worked there for a year, so he knew what the boss was going to be like. He knew if the boss had his coffee, he'd be approachable, and if he hadn't, he wouldn't. And he knew he'd be trying to get me to finish early on a Friday to go down the Draper's Arms, and he knew he'd wanted to take us out and get us drunk on a Friday and Saturday night. And he protected me and taught me. Yeah. He taught me about all the overseas stuff that he didn't think was working as well as the existing older stuff. And since then, Mark and I have really been sold on the concept of meeting people who are further ahead than you, trying to get a lunch with them. If they've got mentorship services, pay for them. Try and have a call with them once a month. Present your challenges to them and ask them what their experience is. Mark's very good at getting information out of people who've been there before to help him build his knowledge and a better strategy. You know, like, why make the mistakes yourself? People say, don't they, it's good to, make mistakes as long as you don't repeat them. But actually, I think it's not good to make mistakes. It's better to watch someone else make all the mistakes and learn vicariously through those. And Mark sometimes uses me as a guide to go and chuck out there and test all these things and see if it works out. And we like to test things first, or work with people who've already done it.
Obviously, you also say we actually do have a lot of content available to people as well. We have books, podcasts, YouTube videos like this, which people can access. They don't have to pay for the advice.
Well, a smart thing to do is to consume all of our free information first and get relentless on it. Listen to all of our podcast episodes. Mark runs a podcast, Mark My Words. I run the Disruptive Entrepreneur. We have the Progressive Property Podcast. We have all the Mark's books, my books, the property books. We have a YouTube channel with hundreds of videos. We have the community, and spend a week just gobbling it all up, because you'll actually get 80% of your questions answered. You'll get a lot more clear. Then you'll know which strategies are right for you, and then you can pick the right courses for you, rather than doing all of them and getting really overwhelmed. Now that might cost me some money to say that, because obviously we'd like you to do all of our courses, but yeah, we put a lot of free information out there so that people can try us before they invest a lot of money, so that they can connect with us, and just to give you more clarity.